Hey everybody, hello, it's Jennifer at Studio J Company. Happy New Year. Put this on. I'm about to paint. I'm getting ready to just paint my my base for my porch cleaner for the paint party this afternoon. That's coming up in about, let's see, it was 1:30, 2:30, about an hour and a half. So if you pop in, say hi. If you're catching this part, you're most likely catching the replay. So just comment #replay. Let me know you came by. Say hi. I will see it. I'm not going to be on here very long. I got to get set up, but I wanted to show y'all. Well, I'm going to paint my base. So it'll be ready. And we're going to paint the design for our porch cleaner in the paint party here at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So as you pop in, say hey. I'm also going to give y'all a sneak peek at some of the prizes that we're gonna do. Happy Mail prizes during the live, and then we will also, am I on my page? Hang on. I can never tell if I'm on my personal page or I'm pretty sure I'm on my business page. I think I'm on Studio J. So I'll be able to tell when I start seeing comments. If it's like friends and family and all that from like where I grew up, then I'll know I'm on my personal page. So, but I'm going to show y'all a sneak peek of some of the giveaways. We're going to do Happy Mail, and we're going to do bingo. If you purchased the kit for this paint party, you got a bingo card in your box. So I'm getting a little nervous here. I really have to be able to see comments when I do the paint party, because that's how I'm going to do bingo, and that's how I'm also going to do Happy Mail. So yeah, I'm getting nervous now. I don't see anything moving. And I have seen a lot of creators, like during events, I've seen people saying that their comments weren't moving and stuff like that. So I'm always worried there's gonna be some kind of little glitch in Facebook. I got my little apron on because I'm painting a big piece right now, and I know I'm gonna lean over it and probably just paint my shirt and all that good stuff. So hi Stephanie, hello. Hey Bonnie Ann. Okay, I'm starting to see people rolling in. So I'll just wait and see if y'all can comment. Let me see if I can see comments. Hey Bonnie, I see your comment. Okay, perfect. All I'm doing right now is no, Kim, this is not the, I'm just, I got to paint my base before the 3 o'clock party, but I was going to give a sneak peek of some of the prizes. And I have a question. I might wait till there's more people on, because I have a dumb question about bingo. I got this, oh, it's in the other room. I got this bingo cage with the bingo balls and all that, and I used it in my Whatnot shows. We would play bingo stuff. So all we did was I had like all the different little items, and I put like a bingo number on each one, like B10 and G60 or whatever it was. And whoever won like the auction thing, we would spin the cage, and the ball that came out, that's the prize they won. So, or the item they won. So that's all I've used that bingo game for. Hey Amanda. Hey Carolyn. I might need y'all's help on this. So we didn't actually play bingo because nobody had bingo cards. But this time around, we are going to be playing bingo, because anybody that ordered that kit got a bingo card in their box. And so those people will be participating in the bingo. I've got my aunt coming over. She's going to help me, because I was like, I can't paint and talk and spin the bingo thing and award prizes and do Happy Mail and all that. So I'm going to have somebody here to help me. Hey, Sarah. So, okay, here's my question on bingo, because I have not played bingo the right way in a long time. So I've got, hang on, let me show you. Okay, so everybody that ordered the kit got a bingo card, a winter bingo card. So I know I'm gonna spin the cage and whatever ball pops out, like, you know, B10 or whatever. And then I will mark it on my sheet here, right? So I know that part. And then we'll just keep going along. And then once somebody says bingo, then I'll have my Aunt Karen help me. That person will need to like screenshot their winning. I'm going to remind everybody, help me remember, to circle, don't cross off your number, or don't, you know, those daubers that people use to, because we'll need to be able to see what numbers you have. So anyway, here's my question on bingo. Y'all tell me. So let's say we've got all these going. I've marked the ones I've called, and somebody yells bingo and they win. Do we start a new sheet, or do we keep going with this until there's another winner? Do y'all know? Do you start over, or do you? Hey, Carrie. Hey, Labriska. Hello. Happy New Year. Hey, Stephanie. No, I know. Kim almost panicked too. She was like, is it 3 o'clock yet? No, I got to paint my board. So I was just telling everybody, if you're doing this porch leaner, go ahead and paint your base, because we're going to paint the design in the party, okay? Because we'll be playing a game and all that stuff. And but I want to give y'all a sneak peek of some of the Happy Mail. It's random stuff. I pulled some stuff out of my Whatnot tub, stuff like that. We keep going. Okay, because this is what I thought, because some people will already have stuff on their board, and then we'll keep going until there's another winner. Okay. Hey, Catherine Kelly. So let me give y'all a sneak peek of some of the prizes. Now listen, wait, new sheet unless you do a blackout game or start a new game, up to you. Okay. Okay, I'll think about it. We'll see. Okay. All right, I'm going to give you a peek. Now, some of it is just like Happy Mail. And here's what I was thinking. Either I could do a whole bunch of Happy Mail and it would be small stuff, so there'd be more winners. Hold on. I see my dogs running. There's probably deer. We have so many deer behind our house. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's distracting me. So I thought we would do a whole bunch of Happy Mail, because that way more people have a chance to win something. Now with the bingo game, there will be bigger prizes probably, but there will be some bigger prizes with the Happy Mail too. But I'm just gonna give you all a peek of some of the stuff. I haven't like numbered them and stuff like that and all that, but just to give you an idea of some of the pieces in the giveaways, okay? This one, now some of these are kits that I've cut. Some are things I put together that I was going to do a live craft, and I never got around to doing it. Like I had it already packed up and everything, and I was like, okay, next time I go live, grab this and go. And I never got to it. So this one's pretty good. This is, hang on, I've got a small one I can show you. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you all this in a minute because I've got a finished one. Well, wait. No, I've got one here. Okay, so this, somebody might win this prize. And it's actually one of these little signs from Dollar Tree. One of these little signs, a little beaded hanger. And we'll go back and read all these comments. Once you have one, you don't play again, right? Yeah, once your bingo card has won, you're a winner, you've already won. But you can still win Happy Mail. Can anyone play bingo game? Only the names who have the card. Well, only the ones that have a card I sent them, because the card goes with the game. But you can still come hang out for the paint party, because I'm going to show you some of the Happy Mail. I'm going to be giving away Happy Mail stuff too. So, the only people that got the bingo cards were if I sent you the box, I stuck a bingo card in there. So that's the only way you could play bingo, because you wouldn't have a card. If he cheers for Ohio State, he might cheer for Ohio State. He said that they might call off the Sugar Bowl because of that incident that happened in New Orleans. They're thinking that might be like a terrorist attack. I don't know. It's pretty scary. So I'll be curious to see. I hate that it's so late. I hate that our game starts at 8:45 p.m. A couple of my friends aren't going to be able to come because they were like, oh, you know, we actually go to work tomorrow and this is going to be a late game. So I'm like, oh, well. Okay, I'm just showing prizes that are going to be in the paint party today. So some are for bingo. If you win, you can pick a number. All the prizes and the Happy Mail are going to have numbers on them. So it's going to be a random, you know, whatever number you pick, you get whatever is in that. Does that make sense? I just want to do it that way. Okay, so this one is a kit with a little sign. That's your hometown. It happened in, oh no, Bonnie, that is so scary. And I have some friends that are on their way to New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl. And I'm like, yeah. I didn't even know anything about it till Greg was just watching it. I don't watch the news. I'm terrible. I can't watch it. Can y'all hear that door when it opens? I'm trying to see who it is. It's Cooper. He opens the door and leaves. He's such a man, you know? He doesn't even want to come in here. He just wants to open the door. I'm just kidding. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Donna. Okay, so I'm not doing the paint party yet. Okay, just in case. I've had a few people come in and panic. It's not till 3 o'clock. I've got to paint my base. And I thought I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to show y'all some of the prizes that are going to be out there today. So it's a kit. It's a ice skate. It's a layered kit. All right, it goes like this. I said I wasn't going to show y'all this one, so I found the painted sample, but it's okay. Now it comes with some fur trim to do, like if you want to do that up at the top of the cuff. It's also got all the embellishments. It's got the ice skate blade. Let me grab this one right here and show you. Now this one's painted red. It's not my favorite, but it's like this. See, you can do the embellishments or you can leave them off because this looks kind of Christmassy. You could leave that off if you wanted to and just do your little ice skate or make it really wintry instead of Christmassy. You know what I'm saying? Now this one's on a stand. This one's not. So I'm including a little plaque, a little base to put it on. Okay, so somebody's going to win this. Hopefully anybody playing along. Okay, so I got that. Here's another, this is a shelf sitter. It's going to be hard to see because I got everything in bags, but it's hearts. There's 2 hearts. I don't know if these are 2 pieces or not. I'll have to check. I'm going to print out pictures of what they look like finished to put with it. This is really pretty though. It's got the little designs etched on it. Oh, it is 2 pieces. It's 2 heart shelf sitters. I'll get the pictures and I'll post them on my page right before the party so y'all can see them. There's the word love. There's XOXO. There's a kit. That's a big kit. This kit. This is one of the newer kits. If y'all saw the church votive or tea light holder that I made a couple weeks ago, this is actually the lantern. Now it's a lantern tea light holder also, and it's got a little bird. Let's see if you can see it. Can y'all see that little bird right there? Don't look at my nails. I did my nails while I was watching. I was in an event last week, and while I was watching the crafter before me, I was like doing some press on nails, and I've lost 3. So I'd only lost 2, and then yesterday I walked through the kitchen and there was one in the floor, and I was like, oh my God, there's a nail. Hey Patricia. Hey Mary. How much was the paint kit? The porch leaner kit, it was $25. It was $25, and it's still available in my shop. Somebody asked me on my live the other day, can we still get it? You can. You just won't have it for today's party, obviously. But I'm thinking some people will see us make it today and might want one. But you get I've got this, look, I've got this one stuck on a piece of wood I got for $5 or $6 at Goodwill. Can you see the whole thing? It's pretty big. The snowman himself, just the snowman, is like 27 inches tall, I think, 28, something like that. And then the words, baby, it's cold outside, you know, you could use those or you could save them for something, another project. But I thought this would be super cool. It doesn't come with a base. Like I said, this piece of wood I found at Goodwill. But I went to not Lowe's, Home Depot, and I got, I got a 1x10, just a 1x10 pine. It was the cheapest they had, and it was 8 feet. I think it was $22. Okay, it was 8 feet tall, and I asked the guy to just cut it in half for me. So I've got 2 of these, and so they're 4 feet tall. So I've got 2. So I'm going to do this winter porch leaner on this side today, and then because I'm going to do a paint party. That was one of my goals for 2025 for this page. I'm going to do a live paint party every month. Okay, I'll announce next week. I'll announce February's paint party and what the project will be and everything, because I have no idea right now. And it won't always be a porch leaner, but I will tell you this, 4 times of the year, this will be one of them, it's going to be a porch leaner, because like we're going to do winter on this, and then in probably March we'll do our spring, and all you have to do is turn it around and we'll have a spring porch leaner. And then since I have 2 of these, because I had the guy cut it in half, it's going to be winter and then spring. And then the next one will be summer and then fall. So every month there's going to be a paint party, a live paint party and bingo and all that stuff. But it won't always be a porch leaner. So next month it could be something that's only like $10 or $15. You know, I'm going to try to shoot for some $10. It'll be between $10 and $15. It won't always be. This one was $25 because that's a big kit. That took like 3 pieces of my Glowforge material. So it was a lot to cut out. Like that snowman's head. Well, his head and this hat are one. It took up almost a whole sheet of Glowforge material. So I used a lot to cut these. So that's why it was $25. So shipping's $6.95. Shipping's always $6.95 in my store. If you buy that, it would be $6.95. If you want to throw something else in there with it, it's still $6.95. So I always say if there's even like little embellishments or something like that. And listen, I will tell you, that's a deal, because shipping, I haven't changed my website. It's been $6.95 all along. But some of these that I mailed out were $13. Somebody in California got one. It was $13 and some change to ship it. So, but they only paid $6.95. So I do kind of get burnt a little bit on shipping, but I don't care. It usually washes out, you know. There will be one that might be like $6.40, but I still had to buy the box, you know. So I don't really make money off shipping. I usually lose a little money off shipping, but it's worth it if people are buying a bunch of stuff. That one just happened to be one that all she bought was the kit, and it was 13. It was 13 something to ship. I was like, holy moly! And then I was like checking UPS. I was like, is it cheaper to go UPS? But it wasn't. It was still high. But shipping's crazy now. I mean, and I don't do international shipping for that reason, because international shipping, somebody asked me if I could ship international one time, and I said, well, tell me what you want, and I'll weigh it, and give me your address, and I'll plug it in and see. It was like $20-something to ship, just like a couple of little pieces. And I was like, if you're okay with that, I'm not okay with that, but I don't think the pieces she wanted even came to that much. It was insane. So I don't do, that's why I don't do international shipping. It's so expensive. It takes so long. And, you know, the custom stuff, and, you know, if they don't get it, it says, do you want them to ship it back to you if it can't be delivered, and then you have to pay for it? And I'm like, no. So, and then they're angry they didn't get it. And I'm like, well, I didn't get it back either. I've got Pirate Ship, and then I've got my Shopify Ship. And actually my Shopify ship is cheaper than Pirate Ship. I don't know how. I also have PayPal ShipStation, which usually came out the same as Pirate Ship. But with my Shopify, for the website program that I have, I pay for that every month and I get a little bit of a discount. So it helps a little, but like I said, shipping is so high. I mean, the post office is insane. It's just, and it went up recently. I know it went up. I don't know how much. Everybody was talking about how much it was going up, and I didn't change my shipping, so I should have, but right now I'm okay with it. If I start really losing a lot of money, I might bump it up a little. But for right now, I'm okay with it because it's only every now and then that I get one that just burns me, you know? I mean, it's like double what I charged somebody. So, hey Paula, hey Carrie, hey Jane. Okay, so let me finish on y'all. If you came in late and you want to see some of the stuff, I've only shown a few pieces, but these are some of the giveaways. Hey, Miss Ruby. These are some of the Happy Mail and prizes that are going to be on this afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing a live. We're making this snowman porch leaner. So it's going to be a little party, New Year's Day party. Okay? Now, like I said, some of these are small. So because I want to do a lot of Happy Mail, but I can't do a ton of like big, because this is going to cost me probably $6 and something to ship. So, and then I got to get a box big enough for it. So there won't be a ton of those. There's some big ones. Let's see what other big one is in here. This isn't big, but it's super cute. And I got it kind of shrink wrapped, but it says Happy Easter. It's going to be backwards to y'all because my phone is flipped. But it's this cute little sign. Don't look at my nail. Look at the little bunnies, and they got the little tails. I've got it just kind of taped on there, but it says Happy Easter. It's all the different layers and stuff. But it's a little sign. You could put like some little baker's twine or something to make a little hanger, or some wire. That'd be super cute. Okay, so that's one of the giveaways. Random stuff. There's some bunny legs, because you know we'll be doing Easter crafts soon. There's some little bunny legs. Hey Lisa, hey Angie, hey Dana. Okay, here's a finished one. It says Cold Hands, Warm Heart. I just have this one because I was playing around with it. But I got several of the kits to give away. It comes with the little beads and the jute, and then all the little, I'm sorry about the glare, y'all. Sorry. It's Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, all the little pieces. I have I got 3 of these in here. This is like a jumbo tag. I don't think this is Christmassy. It's winter. It's ice skates. They're all kind of jumbled. But it's like a jumbo tag, like a little, little hanger. It's got the ice skates and the snowflakes. That's a cute piece. I got that. Random. Here's a goodie box. This is just some of my favorite little crafting things. A chip brush. This is like my, you know how people say, if you could only take one makeup item, what would it be? Mascara. If you could only have one craft item, like my chip brush. I love chip brushes. There's a pack of these little pouncers in here. There's a water pen, if you don't have a water pen. There's the little makeup wedges. I think there's like 4 or 6, maybe 4. There's some makeup wedges. I paint with these all the time. Some little wood beads and some jute. So this is just a random craft supply box. Happy Mail, okay, y'all? Happy Mail is just something that you just get. It makes you happy. Thank you for sprinkling. Let's see. Hey, Brenda. Okay, what else? Oh, I have this little snowman. Now, he went with a cutting board, like a faux cutting board. I don't have the faux cutting board that goes with him, but you could always pick one up. One of those, you know how Dollar Tree has the cardboard ones? I call it press board or whatever it is. or you could put him on another sign, but he's on my website. It says warmest wishes, and then it's got all of his little embellishments, his little scarf. It's got a little bird that sits on the brim of his hat. There's his nose, little heart. That's part of his scarf too. But so it's just parts of a kit that you could make you a cute little sign. Okay, I got a ton of Easter stuff. Oh, this is what I was looking for to show y'all. Here's one of those ice skates finished. Isn't that cute? Like I said, this one looks really Christmassy with the holly and all that. You could leave that part off if you wanted to. This is just a bigger version. But there's a small one in here too. I just put the finished one that isn't going anywhere. You know what we did with these? My daughter and I, oh, there's Velcro on the back. You know the plug-ins at Bath and Body Works, the little air fresheners? You know how you can buy the really pretty, let me show you. You know how you can buy the really pretty little things for them? But they're so expensive. So we bought some of the plain ones, and we were trying to make our own little embellishments. But I bought cheap Velcro at Dollar Tree. I think I need the heavy duty Velcro, because when we tried to Velcro it on there, this was so heavy it just kind of sagged. So I'm gonna get, I have some around here somewhere, the heavy duty Velcro that should like stay in place. But you know, I think that's beautiful. But they're so expensive. And so we cut out some pieces that were about the size that we needed. And we did a gingerbread man. We did a ghost. We have a ghost holding its little Stanley cup, you know. But anyway, here is this is going to be one of the Happy Mail giveaways. It's basically this, but it's unfinished. So you can do whatever you want with it. You can make a magnet for your refrigerator. You can put it on you could embellish a craft. I just love the ice skates. They're so pretty. Hi, Pam. Hi, Valerie. Thank you, Amanda. I love Happy Mail. I always say, I don't know if Happy Mail makes people happy to get. I'm happy giving Happy Mail. I love giving stuff. I love it. Okay, I got some little packs of the mini faux cutting boards. So there's a little square rectangular one and a round one in a pack. I have a couple packs like this. Yeah, see? So these are going to be Happy Mail. There's another one. Here's a little hot cocoa layered kit. That'd be cute. You can make it an ornament, or you can make it one of those beaded garlands. You know, like we did the other night with the sweater, where you put the little beads and the tassel. That'd be super cute. I know the ice skates. The ice skates are probably one of my favorite winter projects. Okay, now there's a ton of bunny stuff, like Easter. Oh, look, there's some smaller ones too. They're just a little smaller. Not a lot, but a little bit smaller. Okay, these are random. Like I said, it's just Happy Mail. So it'll be the luck of the draw. So whoever wins Happy Mail, like if I call your name and you won Happy Mail, I'll ask you to pick a number, because I'm going to number all these, and you'll pick a number, and whatever number you pick, you'll get what's in it. I might make it a surprise. So it'll just be random. These are just little random packets. There's like a bunny. There's a little wooden carrot. These are all laser cutouts. There's a little orange pom-pom, rickrack, like carrot ribbon. This one has the bunny, the carrot, and some bunny ribbon, like Easter ribbon. And there's some little embellishments. Hope, believe, just random stuff. Here's a bigger, wait, I don't know if you can see it. There's a bigger bunny. There's a little cottontail. There's a carrot. Just things just to craft with, you know. There's several of these with the bunnies. This one has a cute little printout of a bunny. Isn't that pretty? Some pretty like aqua ribbon and some more wood cutouts. You might win snowman faces. So like I said, you might win something very, very tiny. Or you might win something, you know, bigger. It's all going to be random. I think that's more fun. It's kind of a surprise. Hey, Diane. Hey, Angie. I'm excited too, Angie. It reminds me of when I was a kid and when we'd go to the dentist. When we came out, if we were good, they had this chest, this toy chest, and they said, you know, you can go pick something out. And I would be over there for 15 minutes. And at first they thought, oh, it's so cute. She can't decide. Because I couldn't decide. I don't know which one I want. And they were like, pick one. And at first, you know, everybody's like, oh, she's so cute. And my mom's like, oh, pick something. And by like 15 minutes, she's like, get something. You know, I'm like, so it makes it hard if you could pick. So I figure if it's random and you just pick a number, you get what you get. What is it we say, Amanda? You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. Because it's Happy Mail. You gotta be happy. Okay, this one was part of, it's so cute. I couldn't toss it. It was part of a kit. I think it went with a nightlight kit. But look, it's lovebirds. I would definitely put this on something, like even if you got a cute picture frame at Dollar Tree or something and just make over the frame. We did that in our private group a couple weeks ago. We made over this frame and we did a snowflake and it was so pretty. You could just get you a frame, pop the glass out, you know, decoupage over it or something and put the little lovebirds. And there's some hearts. There's a heart, a big heart and a little heart. I would put one right there. I think that's where the nightlight little clip went. I would put one of those hearts. I just threw these in there. I'd put one there and I'd put the big one over this. It'd be so cute. Random. It's very random. There's another one of those tall bunnies and the carrot and just little embellishments. There's two of these. Number one, this little bunny bag would be super cute to craft with. They're from, I mean, you could do something with the bag itself. There's a few little pieces in here. Oh, there's like some little bunny feet or paws. Carrot ribbon like this. And a little carrot, a little wooden cutout carrot like this. Okay, so like I said, just random stuff. It's just fun, you know? It's not like you got to work real hard to get anything. I have to go to your shop and get the board. Now, the porch leaner doesn't come with the board. In case anybody comes in late, it says that in there. But you can put it on anything. I mean, you might find a piece of wood like that at... like I found this at Goodwill. Let me see, before I put that down. Oh, before I put this down, there's another really pretty heart shelf sitter here with the flourish. I'm going to print out pictures of these. And then there's the big snowman head. And it's got Let It Snow and snowflakes and his little face. All that. So there's all kinds of stuff, y'all. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun. Okay, like this, look. This was at Goodwill for like $5 or $6. And I was like, I'm going to take that off and use it for something. I was thinking about cutting it because I was going to use it for something else. But I'm going to take this off. So I just stuck this on here. You know, because I didn't have a piece of wood to stick it on to show everybody. But you could totally use something like that. So if you go to Goodwill and you see something that's big enough, flip it around and see if you can use the back. Or if it's something on the front that you could paint over, do that. So, but I just went to Home Depot and got a 1x10 and, you know, got the size I needed. And these, I would say, let's see, this is like 48 inches. I mean, you could probably get away with maybe, I would say maybe 40 inches. I don't know. It just depends if you're going to use Baby It's Cold Outside and all that. Just depends. And I'm probably not going to, see this board's not as wide as that one. So I'm probably going to have to do baby, it's cold, outside. I won't have enough room to spread it out like that. So you want to, you just want something that's tall enough to put it on there. All right. I'm going to, but yeah, that is still available in my shop. You just won't have it in time for the paint party because it's today. But if you see us paint this today, and I want everybody that paints one everybody that got the kit, I want to get a picture. I want to see everybody's, how they turned out, you know? Because, you know, we all do them different. Here's the picture I showed of it. I'm going back and forth with, do I want to paint it like this? Or do I want to paint it? I kind of wanted to do some pinks and some leopard print. But then I thought I might get tired of that. So, but I think that would be cute, be different, you know? All right. I'm going to put these away. Because I got to get this board painted. I was telling everybody, if you're in the paint party today, go ahead and paint your base. Because I'm going to go ahead and paint that. And we're going to paint the design during the paint party. Hi, Lori. Okay, I think I'm going to do, I've been saying I'm just going to go, I'm going to kind of go along with the sample photo that I showed. I'm probably not going to do that bow. There's a bow tied on that one. What I might do is dig through, anybody that got all those embellishments off my whatnot, or if in your craft stash you've got a bunch of like snowflakes laying around, any sizes. Even those little snowflakes from Dollar Tree, like different sizes, I might kind of fill in the gaps with some extra snowflakes. But what I'm going to do, I was going to paint this like cobalt blue or one of my apple barrel colors. But then I got to looking, I think I might use one of my Bear. Remember when these were on sale for like $1.99? I think I'm going to use this one. It's called National Anthem. It's a pretty blue. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to put this on there. Let's see. It's almost 2, so I've got almost an hour. I need to get off here and get set up down there, though. I'm probably going to do this. I might go downstairs to do it where I have more room on the bigger table. So y'all can see better. Hey, Sharon. Okay. And I did not bring that big brush I brought. We'll just use this. Wait, do I have a, hold on. I don't want to use a chip brush. They shed so bad. I'm just going to use this. It'll be fine. I'm going to dry brush mine anyway. So you painted your base last night. You just need to dry brush white over it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dry brush white on mine because it looks like, this one looks like it's blue, and it looks like, look at the top. It looks like they dry brushed some white over it. And then they did some white dots. I guess like snowfall. I might do that too. Okay, I'll do this. I haven't done Whatnot. Oop, I haven't done Whatnot in a while. I've got one scheduled for January. I was supposed to do a cookie cutter Whatnot show, and I just kept putting it off because I haven't gone through all my cookie. I have a gazillion cookie cutters because I used to do pottery. I used to do clay. Studio J was a pottery custom ceramics and stuff like that, like birthday plates, crosses, baptism stuff, all that. Because I have a kiln and all that. And I have one of those slab rollers for the clay. So I tell you what, if I ever saw cookie cutters anywhere, I bought them. I didn't care if I already had them. It was one of those weaknesses. I just saw cookie cutters and I would buy them. So now I have like laundry baskets full of all kinds of cookie cutters. Big ones, little ones, copper. And I was like, you know what? They're just collecting dust. So I should, and now I don't know if I should do it because Christmas is over. I don't know. I don't know how well that would go, you know. I think cookie cutters were probably popular around Christmas. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Wendy. Dayflower blue. Was that a bear color? Or was that a, Diane? Was that a... I had this one, and then I had New Age blue, which I thought was really pretty. But when I compared it to this, it looked almost purple. So I was like, I think I'll wait. And then I decided I'm just going to go with this blue. So there's really not much to see here. I'm just really just painting it solid blue. But I wanted to come on and show y'all those. So if you aren't doing anything at 3 o'clock, which is in about 1 hour, well, it's 1 hour, y'all come back and play, hang out, and win you some Happy Mail. I just thought we'd do something fun. Because I was telling my aunt, I was trying to get my daughter over here to help me. And I'm sure she was out last night for New Year's Eve. And my aunt's coming over anyway. She always comes over to watch football with us. And I was like, hey, would you want to help me? Because we're going to be playing bingo. And I'm going to be painting. And I'm not going to be able to... You know, it's going to be hard going back and forth. And, you know, trying to... make sure I don't miss if somebody yells bingo in the comments. So she's going to help me out with that. Now I was trying to be real careful about the sides because I'm going to do the winter on this side, and then come spring I'm going to flip this board over and do a porch leaner on the other side. So I don't want the sides to be. You know what I might do? After I finish this, I might go in and do the sides brown or black or something like that. I don't know. I gotta see how it looks. And I have no idea what the spring porch leaner will be. Last year we had the cutest bunny porch leaner, and the year before that we had an adorable. Bunnies are just cute. It's always easy to find cute bunny stuff. I think that porch leaner last year was one of my favorites. It's a bear color. Oh, y'all haven't done your... Oh, that's right. You're doing your Christmas Saturday. Y'all, I said I was going to leave my tree up through January because I got such a late start. I'm feeling better because I'm seeing so many people saying that they got a late start on putting up their tree. And I told Greg, I said, I'm doing it. I didn't do it real Christmassy this year. I did it more winter. Oh, I gotta tell y'all something funny. I did it more winter so I could leave it up through January and not feel so weird about it. But y'all, I keep looking over there. I'm like, I really want that corner of my living room back. You know? He's like, no, leave it up. Okay, so here's what I gotta tell you that's funny. I showed y'all a picture of that owl tree topper that I found. It's a really pretty owl. And I wanted to, it had green, like, it had like greenery stuff on its head, you know. And I was like, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to make it more like a winter forest, you know, look. Well, Greg stuck the owl up on top of the tree, which it's a huge tree. And I was like, oh crap, I was going to do something with that owl, you know. And I was like, just forget it. It was already up there. Well, about a week, well, not even a week later, I noticed the owl it was up at the top of the tree, and it was kind of, you know, every day it looked a little more, not a lot, just a little more tilted. So not last night, 2 nights ago, we were sitting in the living room, and I heard almost like rustling in the tree, like, and I was like, what is that sound? And I was looking, and I looked up, and I mean, it's kind of quiet in the living room. The dogs are all asleep, and that owl was like, I mean, like super slow, but you could hear it kind of rustling and I was like, the owl's about to come down. And I guess he didn't register what I said. I said, the owl's about to, whoo, it comes down. Dogs went nuts. It was so funny. I was like, God, if I had moved a little faster, I could have caught it on video. But that owl came down. Oh my gosh. I thought my dogs were going to have heart attacks. It was so funny though. So the owl is down. And now I'm like, okay, it's time to take the tree down. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Krista. All right. So, like I said, I'm just painting this to get some color on here. Or at least get this so it can dry in time for the paint party at 3. So, I am going to let this dry, and then I'm going to just dry brush a little white to soften it up. Make it look a little snowy. And I'm going to dig around in my craft stash for some snowflakes. I know I've got those too. Because I'm probably going to throw in a few extra. But like I said, even if you have some of the bigger ones from Dollar Tree that are like, you know, about the size of your hand, you might be able to wedge them in there, because on that picture, they've got that bow. I don't really want to do a bow. I think the bow is pretty. But I'm not going to do a bow on mine. So I might just kind of make room for some extra little snowflakes all around. See, this is why I'm going to do this downstairs, because y'all can only see so much. But you're really not missing anything. All I'm doing is painting it solid blue. And this is just a bare paint that I'm using, that I got when Home Depot. I hope they do that again. They had all those, you know, the little sample size paints. They had them $1.99, which is a really good price. And it's like 8 ounces, so it's equivalent to like 4 Apple Barrel, the little bottles of paint. And the good thing is, I mean, these paints, for one thing, there's a gazillion colors to choose from. And also, you can color match. Say I went in there and said, hey, I love this color. Bring my apron up there. They could color match, you know, whatever color you take up there. They can color match it. And this paint has primer in it. So you don't need as many, like if I was doing apple barrel paint on here, it'd probably take me several coats, because you know how the wood will soak up your paint. So, sorry, I'm up here at the top. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but it's just blue. I'm just painting the whole thing blue. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I would have had to do several coats if this was just the plain apple barrel paint. So, okay. Yes, I think Amanda sent me that video where that owl came in. That was terrifying. She was like, at least, I don't know. I think Amanda sent me that video. She was like, look at this owl in this tree. That was scary. I've had a bird in my house. I used to always have birds make their nest. If I hung a wreath on my door, birds would always make a nest in it. And I remember my ex-husband, he works for Coca-Cola, and he would leave. God, he would leave at like 5:30 in the morning, and we were asleep. Me and the kids were asleep, and he left one morning, and when he opened the door, the mama bird was in the nest, and when he opened the door, she flew in the house. I guess she went to fly away, and when the door opened, she flew in the wrong way. And he said, I couldn't catch it, and I didn't have time, and I didn't want to wake you up. So instead, I woke up to my cat leaping from the bed to the armoire to the dresser, and you know, it's like, what the heck is happening? It was a bird, and the bird would fly by and poop as it flew by. I was so mad. I was like, oh my gosh. It took me hours to get that bird out of the house, but I did. But yeah, it pooped everywhere. I was probably scared. But we got her out safely. That was awful. Okay, I'm done. All right, I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to go and get set up. Hey, Deborah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get set up. Like I said, if you're painting yours today, go ahead and get your base painted if you want to. When I do the paint party in about 50 minutes, I'm just gonna do the design. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull him off there. I've just got him taped on here, but we're gonna paint the design and then we'll glue it in place. So that's why I want to go ahead and have this part done. So that's why I came on a little bit early. Hi, Teresa. So like I said, even if you're not painting along with us, hey, Karen, don't worry, this is not the paint party. I was just jumping on to show some of the happy mail and stuff that's coming up, and I just painted my base. So, but yeah, if you're in it, go ahead and get your base painted. So all we have to do is because that's going to take a little bit of time doing all our little decorations. And like I said, look around on the sample. They did a bow. I'm probably gonna space mine out a little more, and I'm not doing a bow. And maybe I'm gonna dig around. I think I've got some of the snowflakes from Dollar Tree. I know I have the plastic ones, but I want like the little wood ones. I'm just gonna dig around in all my craft stash and find some and sprinkle them around, you know. Yeah, go back and watch the replay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I will see y'all back here hopefully at 3 p.m. Okay, which is in like it's 2:12 p.m. here in Georgia. I'm on Eastern time, so y'all come back at 3. All right, bye y'all.